and welcome to another exciting installment of A Little Dangerous Benign with me, your host and co-pilot, Commander Jack Lyttle. Hello, sailor. Ooh. Hello, sailor. There we go. It's in there somewhere. Ooh. Well, what an inauspicious start to the proceedings. I had a little problem there with a bot. My little bot had disconnected. And then I couldn't get it to reconnect. But we're all there now. We're all there. We're all happy and dandy and fine. Yes. Oh. I keep getting that playing for some reason. But no, sure why. Oh, no, I know what that is. Hang on. Hush you. Oh, right. Now, we're getting a little bit of a frame drop there during the countdown, so you might want to refresh, because that should scrub away any lag that you might be experiencing. Meanwhile, I'm going to get the old ship in the space. Yeah. Yes. So, well, right. What are we up to? That's more important, isn't it? What we are up to. Hello, M. Kearns, by the way. Sorry, I'm forgetting all my manners here. M.L.E. Turner, welcome. Ooh, decorating the Christmas tree. Well, you know. Pictures welcome. Oh. So, yes, I've decided I need to earn some money because the update's going to drop very shortly. Ooh, hello. It's all looking rather green, isn't it? Oh, that's better. Lights are on. Who's who? So, yes, here we are back at Henslow Market. Yes, the update's coming. I think I might want to spend some money on nice shiny new toys. If not on Tuesday, then at some point in the near future. So, with that in mind, we might do a little career reviewing. Nice little chilled, relaxed career reviewing. Merlin, welcome to the stream. And thank you very much, by the way, for gifting me that sub to Be Creative Let Lou. I think I was away from the keyboard when it dropped, so I couldn't do it live, as it were. But many thanks. It's always lovely to have you among us, Merlin. And Millstone, do you know? I think if we try very hard, we might get somebody here whose name doesn't begin with M. Imagine that. Whole other letter. Right. Now where are we? Mission board. Yes, that's right. Because we've got some money to pick up. It's a good start, isn't it? To the stream. We're not going to count. I thought it might be fun to have a sort of a running total today. Because I like numbers. There we go. So, yes, please. I would like those rewards. Thank you. So that's digging up to 44. We'll only go up to the thousands, I think. I've just gotta write this down. What am I writing down? 44. 4. Try not to draw on my lip. There we got that. We've got that. I've got that there on my board there. Ooh! Speaking of boards, that's not a link. Speaking of boards, we've got loyalty badges. They're a bit simple, the loyalty badges, but they're there. They exist. I think they're all bronze for mysterious reasons at the moment. But there we are. We've got them. So welcome. Enjoy your badges. They're modelled after pin buttons, as our American cousins would no doubt style it. Yes. Now, if we're going to be doing currying, we're not going to get very far in our imperial eagle. But we have, as if by magic, at our disposal, the mighty Segway. How did that get here? Well, I'll tell... Well, I ordered it up, didn't I? Had it delivered. Yes. There we go. Oh, I thought it was a miniature yellow Smartie. And curtains, if you want it to be a miniature yellow Smartie, you can. We're certainly at home to Smarties, aren't we? Yeah. Totes. Right. What else do I want? I want that up, don't I? There we go. Oh, well, I think I know what this is. I think we're inside someone again. So it's going to be a bit of a violent launch, isn't it? Let's have a little check outside. In fact, we might even be able to do this. Oh no, we can't do it entirely externally, can we? Hang on. There we go. Ooh! We've hybridized with, I believe that's a hauler, isn't it? Marvellous. It is always awkward, Merlin, ending up inside somebody else by mistake. Always. Wow. Terrible. But I'm sure we'll survive. It was rather fun. I'll see if I can do it. I don't think I will be able to, but let's try. Because you sort of pop free, and that happens. It's rather fun. That ship nearly works aesthetically, right, said Curtains. You're not wrong. And that's just reminded me to do something. So we'll get out of the station because it's rather busy at the moment. People are picking up their winnings and whatnot. And I shall quickly dash back to the chatbot to start some counter business off. There we go. I think as well I've isolated the problem I was having with the old, the old head tracker that I have surgically implanted in my noggin. Come adrift from its surgical moorings. So I've had it tethered down again. So hopefully that's sorted. At least for the time being. Now, we're not going to Dekiat just yet, I'm afraid. Although that's kind of nice. That does look like rather an exciting route, doesn't it? And it does put us... Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Hang on. We might employ some strategy here. Who knows? Pull out a bit. Where's our... je ne peux pas le voir. Where's the... Just trying to eyeball the old community goal there. Nope. I'm probably being a blind fool. Yes. Right. Anyway, this isn't getting the baby born, is it? So let's I don't know why I said that. Let's have a look. State, that's what we want. Because we're going to be doing some couriering, we might as well make sure it's worth our while. look at that. So we've got a system there, which is in boom. Not a great population though. Let's see if we can filter that a little, whilst maintaining our. Alright, a bit more. Oh, perhaps I misjudged you. Hang on. That's more like it. Right. So, have a little bit of a chilling journey. 7 jumps. That's not torturous, is it? Won't even need a refuel. It's been a while since we've had the mighty Segway out. Can't quite remember what we're packing. Ooh, nothing. How exciting. I'm sure we won't get into trouble. Well, we're just flying for credits this evening. I'm afraid so. Yeah, it's just a nice sort of chill. It's been a while since I've done it. It's a game mode that it's something I enjoy. Darting about the place. So yeah, no justice deliveries. Only cargo. Really need to do that.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
If you look closely at the loyalty badges, you'll see written on them as an LM, which stands for Little Massive. Yeah. I might give them a bit of a zhuzh up. I like the concept still, but it gets a little lost, really. Certainly does on my screen anyway. I think it's a little clearer on Twitch. Yes. Always need more creds. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Yeah. As I say, fancy a splurge once the update drops. That means it comes out.
Disengaged.
Top there.
Frameshift drive charging.
So did anybody catch the Frontier YouTube stream tonight? I caught a little of it. Rather pretty. Messing around with rocks. Always been quietly impressed by the asteroids. I never feel like I've seen the same asteroid twice. I don't think they're procedurally generated. If they are, then wowzers. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, M-Curtains, but they play around with rocks. Millstone, I was there. Interesting as usual with the Discovery Scanner series. Absolutely.
Disengaged.
Fudge. Yes, so, yes, I need to sort of properly sit down with them both, with that one and the Dr. Stack's amazing audio one. I'm trying to get Dr. Stack to be a thing. It's not really caught on yet. I just like calling him that. It's not a doctor. It's not even a doctor of music, I don't think. Spock's 419 is the next system. Marvellous. have to check, but hang on, sorry. I think I'm out of bounds with the old yeah, pretzel. That's a worry. I'm not getting me what's it's up on the me pretzel tracks up on the chat, which is a bit naughty. Perhaps we could jump to the next system. How's about that?
Frameshift drive charging.
So unless this is one very, very long piece of music, something's gone awry. The pretzel bot. Hypothetical question. I need a bit of a run up to that. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, here we go. Hypothetical oh, lordy. Oh, blimey. Are we doing this? Is this happening? Is this reality?
Hey,
Oh,
Jack.
Yes?
We've got some visitors coming in, and I don't think you've got enough chairs.
All the visitors.
So, what I've done is I've brought some chairs in too, so you can have a lend of the chairs
Thank
for
you.
all of these new people who are coming in.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm welcome all of you lovely mustachioed Bognogasites. I think that's the correct term. Welcome to our little world here. Thank you. And by the way, do help yourself. We use smell-o-vision on this channel, so if you've got your smell-o-vision cards at the ready, help yourself to a Capri Sun. There you go. Oof. Oh, thank you, Bognoga says, I still have no idea how you're able to play this as a real boy. It takes a lot of skill and dedication, is the answer, really. And slick keybinds. Yeah.
Frameshift drive
Oh.
charging.
We're getting a follow train now, aren't we? Oh, thank you, Fiddle of Gold. Thank you, Chief Owens. Thank you, thank you, Lavian, for that host. Fantastic. How was your stream, Mr. Bognogus? What were you up to? More to the point. We're on a courier vibe tonight. It's good to be finished up a fully engineered Thargoid Crate Mark II. Fantastic. Took out a couple of Cyclopses. That blooming ruddy Thargoid menace. Oh, what? Oh, Pale Gringo, thank you very much for gifting that sub to the Lavian. Welcome, the Lavian. Do avail yourself of the emotes. Emote, really, because we're only affiliate. Oh, and thank you, Dan. Oh, hang on, we need another run-up, hang on. Here we go. Thank you, Tantarantula, for that follow. Oh, I got through it, that's good. And thank you to KCUF321. I will pretend not to understand your handle, because this is a PG stream. Ooh, lovely. I feel toasty. Lovely. Thank you.
Frameshift drive charging.
Gee, phones. Didn't know the Muppets were still on TV. No, neither did I. What channel are they on? Fantastic. As long as we all pretend it's not a thing, right? Absolutely. Casey. I'm just going to call you Casey, if that's okay. Thank you, Michael M. Atkinson, for that follow. Lovely form. That's the most formal handle I've seen for a while, I think. Now, if we happen to reach 300 up there, you will let me know, won't you? Because I can't see. Too lazy to change name. Fair enough. Why change? You know, why change? Michael M. Atkinson is a perfectly fine name. So yes, this is our free swim night. What we tend to do is, hello. We've on Tuesday nights we do the Little Massive Police Department, where we go to the community goals system usually, and deliver justice mainly to NPCs, but also, we attempt to deliver justice to the PvPers, the salt miners, that accrete to the community goals. We do this in the most fearful ships in the game, which are, of course, the Sidewinder and the Imperial Eagle. This gives me shivers just thinking about those Leviathans. And Jack Little's been working on. No, I am Jack Little. Focus. Ditopia has been working on upgrading his warship. Marvelous.
Scout Kruger, Tango Hotel Echo. This port operates under federal.
Thank you, Levin, for that follow. I missed that.
Submit a request before landing.
Rosemorn, I imagine this takes a fair amount of skill to play 100. Yeah, let's go with yes. Let's go with yes, because that makes me feel good. Yeah.
Authorization clear. Proceed to landing pad.
Biscuits.
06.
I know, yes. We're fat with Romans at the community goals most of the time. Fat with them. And yeah, Thursday is our free swim night, so it's sort of whatever the mood takes us. Really. And yeah, we deliver justice, die, and go to jail is very much how our Tuesdays shape up usually. But that's sort of part of the fun and part of why we use small ships, because basically allows one to have fun, really. Cheap rebuys means easy deaths, basically. That's the philosophy of it. And wrong one. There we go. Oh, I've already done it. Clever me. I've got to hop off for a few minutes to take care of dishes, but I'll be back. Hurry, hurry. Oh, lovely. Yes, and on Sunday, on most Sundays, we have this little system rigged up, which I'll demonstrate shortly.
Ground crew on standby. Regulate your speed, Commander.
Which is to play by randomly selected rules. See how well we do. So,
Landing gear deployed.
So on the Sunday just gone. Hang on, I'll just make sure this is all
Landing
working.
operation complete. You may
Yeah, so the Sunday last gone, we did.
You're all checked in, Commander.
I think I can do this. Yeah, I think this works. Yeah. So those were our rules on last Sunday. Further system towards Maya, combat missions only. Flight assist off. Further system, basically, we had to jump in the direction of Maya, and we had to just do combat missions and flight assist off, which I'm very, very bad, very bad. So yeah, so that was that's what our Sundays shape up like. You know, there's all sorts of stuff in there, but Discovery is 8/10 of the pleasure there. Let's get that off screen so we don't confuse anyone. There we go. Oh, and thank you, Jormund, for that follow. Terrific. How are we doing? Ooh, I don't know. Let's do this. Bum, bum, bum. And then we need 292. Okay. It's not about the numbers, but it is about the numbers, isn't it? But it's not. It's not about the numbers, but it is about the numbers. Where are we doing? Right. So yes, our plan tonight is to do some hard graft not in this screen, but in this screen. To throw you a bit of a curveball there. So yes, we're couriering. We're flying bits of stuff around the universe because I want to just fill me pockets a little bit before the update drops. Yeah, so some stuff to splash around on new gear and whatnot. And thank you, the Levian, for for complimenting me on my complexion. It's, I moisturize. Okay, well, we've got... We might be data delivering by the look of this. But that's fine. Gaula. Kasiri. Let's go with the Kasiri one. See if we've got anything else for Kasiri. Oh, I do love a menu, don't you? Yes, right. Welcome, Jormund, and thank you for that follow. If you have any questions, do pipe up. I'll try and answer them as best I can. Okdo. Bum. Hello. Right, let's get me filters off. And that one. There we go. JG, right. And we're off. So we're running a tally. So we've started, well, still at 44,967.
Detach is good. Observe queuing
So we
system
will,
when exiting the station.
Retracted.
No. Oh dear. I think flying around in that eagle has spoiled me somewhat. Let's just find the slots. There we go. Ooh. Yes, so this is a ship we've not used for quite a while. This is the mighty Segway, which is the Dolphin.
Zone. Have a safe trip, Commander.
There she is, which we used primarily for passenger stuff, but we're cargoing tonight.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes. And Kurt's giving me 10 out of 10 points for we do points Colo, if you're familiar with hello, it's Colo.
Ready to engage.
Your voice is a mixture of Sir David Attenborough and Ryan Blessed. Ooh. I should absolutely take that as a compliment. Thank you. Yes, Colo, if you follow Colo, she does points for Gryffindor. But I'm afraid to say I've never really got into Harry Potter. But I'm a big fan of the Martin Scorsese film After Hours. So on this channel, we do points for Griffin Dunn. Yes, that's what we do. It's a system because you gotta have one of those, haven't you? Right. Ooh. Oh no, silly bee. Merlin whipping out a coffee mug there, which I will salute because I don't have a coffee mug to hand.
Incoming mission
Ooh,
critical
hello.
message.
Oh, this is how it starts. Ooh, incoming enemy. Well, I'm currently defenseless, as you can see. So unless I can data link scan them to death, I think some thumb wrestling might be order of the day. But we can manage that, can't we? Yeah. So let's just get rid of that housekeeping, you know. I hear the dolphin can be quite fast. Yes, faster than lightning. No one can find him under the sea. Oh, blimey. Comes to something when you can just remember lyrics to the theme tune to Flipper without any real prodding. Oh. Beautiful. Flipper, of course, the children's television drama about a boy and his, I think it was a boy, and his friendly dolphin and the scrapes they used to get into. When the series became a success, they moved it to downtown New York, though, which wasn't quite as enticing a prospect. Seeing a dolphin sort of being dragged along on a skateboard. Merlin Bell loves his dolphin. Merlin's a boy's name. Oh, you know, we're a bit of a distance out, aren't we? Blimey. Running these courier missions on stream is beginning to bring back certain memories now. It's been a while since we've done it. Oh, and pretzel rocks. We were having some issues with pretzel earlier, but that seems to be working again. Hurrah! I wonder how well they did animal welfare back then. Bit of a sad thought, really. It is. Yes. Yeah. I think. Oh, it's odd, isn't it? It's sort of two ways of looking at it, really. And I know that a lot of the people who work with animals absolutely love them. But yeah, you do hear horror stories as well. So. Dolphin Boost is something between excellent and blended dolphins. Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, we're not carrying 62 tons of tuna with us. 68. We're actually not carrying 68 tons of tuna. Yeah. But, yeah, so have you been? Were you with Bog for the duration, or did you? Were you dipping in and out of the Discovery scanner stream that Frontier were doing tonight? I only caught a little, but that was enough. That wasn't enough, actually. Oh my go back for more. This is not a bad selection. Bretzel has delivered to us. For such a flight as this. Yeah. Sort of Moby-esque piano. I'm all set, ready to play the Frontier video later. JG. We will be streaming on drop day, of course. Which possibly means that we might be LMPDing on Sunday rather than Tuesday. Or we could just, LMPD on Tuesday as per. I haven't quite decided yet. Perhaps that's something worthy of a Twitter poll. Yes. There are quite a few animal-based children's dramas over the years, I suppose. I mean, the Gentle Ben. There was Skippy, Bush Kangaroo, and BJ and the Bear. That doesn't count. I don't think BJ and the Bear counts. What was the other one? Well, the Littlest Hobo. They just ditched the human altogether. Oh, Michael N. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you can make it again sometime soon. Lassie, of course, Lassie. Yeah. Lassie, of course, very much the Rin Tin Tin of his day, or her day. I forget which. A little bit fuzzy on boy girls and boy girls. A bit fuzzy on boy dogs and girl dogs. Flipper. Oh no, that's we very much, yeah, that's how we started. You see, because we're in a dolphin. You see, that was the that was the start of the theme. Nearly there. That's quite all right, Jamenda. Nelly the Elephant. And I said, was that a series? That's a song, certainly, yes. Definitely deserved one, yes. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a pachyderm, can you? No. I always wanted to see an elephant packing a trunk. Yeah, because you think, they're mighty feet, but they're not very dexterous, are they? You think, how on earth would it enter the combination on the suitcase? Skippy the bush kangaroo. That's definitely a thing. That's definitely a thing. I think that had a girl lead. Let's go a little further back, and of course you have Mr. Ed and Francis the Talking Mule. I understand they used to make Francis appear to be speaking by I may have got this wrong, by giving him peanut butter. I think I may have muddled my stories there, but
Landing gear deployed.
I think Skippy the bush kangaroo, they used puppetry. I think a little bit. we upside? Are we back to front? I think we might be. No, we're fine. We're fine.
Successful.
Puppetry. Never heard of it. Oh, it's a sort of skill where you sort of get an inanimate object like a doll or something, and you manipulate it to make it appear as if it were real, a living, breathing thing. You can imagine such an endeavour. Childish, really. In the original series of Battlestar Galactica, the robotic dog was a trained chimpanzee, and it was not. Was it really? Poor chimp. Although, I often wonder how one gets an animal to do something it doesn't like doing. Yeah. There was that sort of news blooper, wasn't there? The chap whose dog rides on his bike with him. And the news reporters say, what do you say to people who, I think that's it for this one, who say that it's cruel to make the dog do that. And he said, well, I was worried about that, and I did speak to the RSPCA, and they said that if the dog didn't like it, it would just jump off. And then as soon as he says that, the dog jumps off. It's a lovely moment. Nearer. So we had, I'm not sure.
Released. Engines engaged.
I think you had this in America. Not for tea. Over here we had it for tea with PG Tips, where we'd were advertised for a long time by chimpanzees doing
Landing gear retracted.
humany things in humany clothes. So, yeah, thank you, MC. Oh, I think it was a TV series actually in America. Yes, yeah, that's right. It was a spy. There was a TV series about a spy. I don't know, a sort of James Bond thing.
Incoming mission critical message.
Ooh, a time bonus. 3 minutes. Well, you'll be lucky. Yes, that's what I was thinking of, I think. Very peculiar show. Over here we largely restricted it to adverts. Vous direz bored. This is a bit portentous. Easy. There we go. At the moment, I operate my throttle manually. We are toying with the idea of getting pedals, so that I don't have to take my hand off my stick, you see. See, this hand's fine. This hand's fine. It's me other hand. It's me other hand here. It's not very. I don't have much mobility in it, sadly. Paul Archer, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? We're running data. That's what we're up to tonight. Running data and earning paper. That's what we're doing. Ooh, I should put that in my book of rhymes. Yeah, something like that. Time to drop. Hola. I often have trouble determining which way round these things are. This one's not too bad. Sometimes I can stare at the orange box. Can't work out if I'm looking at the top or the bottom. Terribly puzzling.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, minor adjustment.
Docking successful.
Hurrah!
Engines disengaged.
Points for Griffin done. Thank you, MC. Griffin Dunn, of course, also played the friend in American Werewolf in London. Yes, that was it. And crops up in Amazon Women on the Moon as well. As the absent-minded doctor. Last. No. Hold it together, Jack. Ah. Sometimes I talk about myself in the third person. I do apologize. Jack's a creature of habit. What can I say? Ooh, Federal Navy mission. Tempting. What else is on offer? Woodguard. That's that one again. Well done. Boom. Oh, yeah. Right, what's this federal one about then? Convey the goods to Brooks Gateway. Cargo is unique. Receive reward upon delivery. Good luck, Commander. Thank you. It's very kind. On your journey via the galaxy map, check route is viable. Mission failure, we're going to refine. Higher missions are offered as your reputation increases, blah blah blah. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh. Behave yourself. There we are. Hip. 48754. Is it a distance? That's not too bad. A federal mission, yeah. I know. We're buttering our bread on both sides, aren't we, MC?
Released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Some cordials, didn't we? Yeah. There we go. So. Blue. Twin Suns. Terrific. Off we go. From Tollywell Pop. Yeah, actually, look at what we were carrying. What are we carrying? Oh, basic medicines. Oh, I can live with that. Patch them up, send them out again. Yeah. Hang on. Oh. Dropped into the old mass lock there. See if I can spoof it.
Ready to engage.
Yeah.
2.
So now we're back in the live build. I'm rather missing the colour job that they did on the witch space. I felt slightly overdone when I first saw it, but it's grown on me to such an extent now that I rather miss it. Fickle beasts, aren't we? Tense. It's all the music. Ooh. Friends going online there.
I know exactly what you mean.
Isn't it though? Isn't it? Ooh, that's coming out very soon. Stan and Ollie, the new biopic. Rather looking forward to it. Might be the making of Steve Coogan. I mean, he's done stuff. He's been around for a while, but you know, Breakout. That's what I'm saying. Breakout before Christmas. I may well venture to the cinema for that. I think it's before Christmas. I think so. I've seen a little bit more of it now. There's a sort of featurette doing the rounds, which pays a bit more attention to the wives as well. It was a lovely scene between the two of them, having a pop at each other, and amusingly. Thank you, Digital Dragon, for that follow. 07. I think it's that time we have some more Capri Sun, don't you? Yes. Why not? You know, it'll only go to waste after all. What Capri Sun is the best flavour? Well, calling me a traditionalist, Pale Gregor, but I'd probably have to say orange and lemon. Yeah. What does chat think? How do we where are we? Where do we stand on the whole Capri Sun flavour issue? So, you know, it's an important question of the day, really. I've always found it to be foul. Curtains. You kept that quiet all this time. Oh. I appreciate the diplomacy. Yeah. I'd go tropical punch. Ooh. Don't think I've had the tropical punch. So I should have to broaden my horizons a little, if you'll excuse the pun. I live in New Zealand. Cadbury has recently closed its factory here. No! How will you live? Lightopia, you're not live, Jack Lyttle. Oh, I've not lived. Sorry. So I'm ready well am live. Talking to you, it's a clue. Ah. Yes. In which case I shall see if I can find a pouch tomorrow and report back on my findings via the usual channels. Twitter and Discord. Those are the usual channels. It's important if you got usual channels that people know what the usual channels are. Where are you hiding? There you are hiding.
Landing gear deployed.
I'll make sure to try Capri Sun soon then, for the first time in 25 minutes. Yeah, could be a thing, couldn't it? Could be, you know. I didn't used to like olives. Yeah.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
Can't get enough of them now. I'm olive mad. End up looking like olives. That's rather reassuringly uneventful. Ish. You know, we like a bit of action, don't we? Now and then. It's a chain mission though, so there might be more business to come. Curious. There we go. I'll take the money, thank you. Reputation cordial. Terrific. Now, what else? Ooh, outbreak relief. 6 units of basic medicine. Boom, data delivery. Curtains, I had some stunningly good olives on holiday this summer. Lavian, I love olives. At Subway, I have olives with everything. I have everything with everything at Subway, if I'm subwaying. Which is rare these days, but still. Where did you have these olives then, MC? Where is the olive capital? Ooh, there we go. I'll take that one. I think. Yeah. That was Kasiri, so forgetting myself, I should look for other Kasiri jobs. I think we're coming up dry here, aren't we? That's fine, that's fine. Just shy of 500,000, it's no bad thing. Where are we? Ooh, back here again. Uh-oh, I've not given myself that huge journey again, have I? I think I might have done. Nope. What a buffoon. Never mind. On a Greek island. I was going to say yes. We have a tendency to underplay it almost because we're, I think, so used to pretty much having any food that we want anywhere in the world that we want. They do have to travel, don't they? At the end of the day, it's a huge issue. I think in London, it's obviously in London, hugely densely populated. You've got lots and lots of restaurants, and basically getting herbs for everyone. is quite the challenge. And what one company is doing now is that they've actually bought up some old London Underground tunnels and have converted them into nurseries for herbs. So that basically, I think they use solar panels on the surface, running lamps underground that are growing the herbs. And so they're basically, the journey that they have to go from farm, as it were, to restaurant is very, 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 very small, very slight. Yeah. Yes, I think it's. I think they call them. I think it's called growing underground. I think that's what they call themselves. I think they do tours every so often. I'm rather tempted. Last time I tried growing herbs, I got arrested. Oh, Laven, were you stealing electricity? Tisk tisk. No stranger to the foil-lined cupboard, are we? Yes. What a funny bunch we are, eh? Ah. Oh dear. Relax. The relaxing drive. I should have picked up on that. I do apologise. I tell you what. Let's see now. We do have, as you know, we operate smell-o-vision here. If you would like to print out your own smell-o-vision scratch and sniff card, you can download one here. Reduce the impact of transporting our food all around the world. Sounds like a great thing. Absolutely, yeah. So the only sort of niggle, and I don't think it's a big niggle. I think it's a niggle that they solved was the sort of energy thing that you have to sort of run the lamps. But as I understand it, that was all running off solar power anyway, which is rather what's the word? Not graceful, elegant. There we go. Yeah, rather elegant solution. Well, thank you, Lavian. Thank you. It's we sort of buffet between this sort of high-end level of conversation and trying very badly to shoot things. Yeah. So we run the whole gamut of the elite universe. We'll try as much as we can anyway. Oh, and I should say as well that the Little Massive Police Department events on Tuesday are sort of open invite pretty much. So if you have a battle ready Sidewinder or Imperial Eagle, then yeah. We so far we've had sort of two wing sessions. I think it's been the record so far. But the more the merrier, absolutely. We try and sort of rotate everything. Oh, blow. Hang on. Oh dear. I've made a schoolboy error. Very embarrassing. This is the first thing a teacher at space school would have blown it like a big one. Hang on. What we've done, isn't it? Is we've left our delivery here, haven't we? Oh, I think this was the fellow Brooks. So let's start this again. Ha! Who knows, there might be another job waiting for us there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, it's a force of habit, isn't it, Paul? Oh dear. I think the first time I tried querying with the new mechanic, I got even further from the right end of the stick, because I went to the marketplace and bought the stuff. I sort of at the time thought that was the point, you know. It was essentially one half of a supply mission, as it were. But, you know, we must be punched 1,000 times before we learn how to make a fist. Which I believe is a Go proverb. Memory serves. Or could actually just be a martial arts proverb. I used to play Go a little bit, and you can watch Go tournaments on Twitch. Yeah, I think it's a German, I think they're based in Germany. The place What Does It? And, I couldn't quite tell what the hell was going on with the commentary. I think it's one of those things you can't really walk in halfway through Go commentary and actually understand where things are at. They're sort of rushing forwards and backwards through the moves as they were discussing strategies and things. It just looked a mess to my rusty eye. Can I say rusty eye? I think I can say rusty eye, can't I? Yeah, I can say that. I can say that. That's fine. Bit of xylophone there. This is when I'm at Brooks Gateway. I could get a suit. Ha! Boom. We have a number of sound effects at our disposal, by the way. I'm not sure about them, if I'm honest. Jamundo says, I've been working on a crate smuggler. Just need to figure out the system state combinations the mission spawn in. Yeah. Cruising in system for a while. Please feel free to take advantage of our in-flight entertainment. What do you think they get then on these posh cruises as in-flight entertainment? Given that they're in space. I reckon they're all playing Euro Truck Simulator. That's my gut feeling on that part of the law, part of the elite law.
Docking request granted.
I think there was an animal-based children's drama which had an alien prince, some sort of robot, and a dog. It was Benji, wasn't it? I think Benji was the dog. You're just trying to load as many things as possible into one TV show.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm gonna forward thrust it. There we are.
Building successful. Engines disengaged.
How is smuggling these days, Jomundo? I've not done any sort of serious amounts of smuggling. We tried reverse piracy the other night. That didn't go very well. I don't mind admitting. Where would we take that back to? Kerosene or whatever it's called. Oh. The city. Yeah. Just in case, you know, we can find something else. Nope. Nope. I don't think we've been long enough for a click. So it goes, so it goes. Millstone Barn, I want Christmas back for Christmas. That was cryptic. You want Christmas back for Christmas. Christmas back for Christmas. I'm gonna mull this over. Millstone. Mull. You get it? Mull, like mulled wine. It's a good pun, it's a good pun. There's no denying it. That was a good pun. Yeah. Milled wine. Only when you do it, Merlin. And that one, you know.
Released. Engines engaged.
Of course, I'm more of a mulled fruit punch. Fruit punch? Yes, fruit punch person myself these days. You know.
Retracted.
We have a very strict Christmas regime here at Lyttle. Which largely involves the Stephen Colbert Christmas special.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which is the gift that keeps on giving. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I point myself towards Quapers. Let's see, because I've not really been keeping up with the news lately. So I think, yeah, let's go for the Week in Review.
Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Exothelegy and Dr. Alfred Delyanov has commented on the abandoned Fargod outposts recently discovered in the Etane system. In a statement, Dr. Elyanov said that information recovered from the sites would be invaluable to the book he is writing with Gethin Okonkwo about the Fargod religion. Aegis has announced a breakthrough that has effectively neutralized the disruptive effects of the Thargoid sensors on starports. New procedures in the application of meta-alloys mean that extremely small quantities are now sufficient to shield systems from disruption, resulting in a cure for what was once called the technological plague. Meanwhile, several Imperial senators have spoken in support of isolationist group Nova Imperium. Senator Pal Vespasian said that Imperator Mordanticus would be invited to address the Senate and detail his policies, and gave his backing to Nova Imperium's proposal to install a new emperor. Aegis has stationed a security force in the main system to protect the engineer Ramtar. Professor Albert Tesro said the force would provide continual support while allowing Ramtar's operation to remain independent. There has been no response from the Sirius Corporation, which recently arrested a cabal of officers from its private fleet for launching an incursion into Mean. The conflict between two rival factions in the Loha system has now come to an end. Freelance correspondent Carleen Troy reported that it had been a harrowing week for the people of Loha, but said that overall control of the system had finally been established. Finally, the Achilles Corporation has announced plans to replace all robots destroyed as a result of the recent spy robot scandal. The organization has placed an open order for quantities of robotics, computer components and microcontrollers, which will be used to produce brand new PA-912 administration robots. And those are the main stories this week.
It's funny, isn't it? The law, as it stands, you tend to get very paranoid about things very quickly. It's the idea of rebuilding a robot, I'm going to say army, but that's rather over-egging it. In a galaxy that spans certain levels of AI. Ooh. It's a bit, yeah, a bit worrying.
Merger creates mega corporation. Two eminent corporations have merged to form one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the galaxy. Allied Medical Industries, based in Alliance Space, has united with NeoCelv Inc., a conglomerate that supplies medicines to a great many independent systems. The new mega corporation, Neo Medical Industries, will sell drugs, equipment and services to both Alliance and independent systems. The merger was closely monitored by the Interstellar Health Organization, IHO, an official inter-superpower body that regulates developments in medical science. In the pharmaceutical arena, only the Vandermeer Corporation, which supplies medicines exclusively within federal territory, is of a comparable size to the newly formed Neo Medical Industries.
And I think there's a follow-on story. Oh, well done me. This is not the time for alt-tabbing. Right. What was that follow-on story, which I don't think has audio?
Merger creates mega corporation.
No,
Two eminent corporations have merged. Week in review. Here are this.
No. Oh dear. Right, what have we got? Ooh, independent company Vitidin Labs has developed an innovative new form of nanomedicine. So this is the other, the big mover shaker that the merger's going up against. Nanomeds are sophisticated pharmaceuticals. Blah blah blah. As months of trials, we invited medical authorities to review our data. Benny proved we have 5 nanomeds on the market soon. See, everything. I just feel like everything feels like a seed for disaster, doesn't it? You know, so we encounter the Thargoid menace, and we encounter the Guardians who passively supply us with information on how to defeat the Thargoids. But it makes me fear the Guardians more than anything. You know, are they gone or are they sleeping? That's what I want to know. Jamunda has returned. I'm back. Is who gone or sleeping? It's hard to say, hard to say. We've quietened down a little. Partly because of these, these long journeys. El Grigo, did you have an epic adventure, Jamunda? If you did, you must retell it to us in a ballad. Yes. Okay, and curtains. I think the Guardians are sleeping at Magrathea. Yes. No, I think you're quite right. We know where Magrathea is, don't we? Yes, we have this ongoing theory, you see, that the Guardian homeworld is in, where is it? I can't remember now. But it's basically on where Magrathea is in Hitchhikers is where the Guardian homeworld is in Elite. That's our theory. Just carrying a baby seat with a child down to the cars are not so epic. Sounds epic to me. Oh, the danger, the risk, the excitement, the promise of travel. Ooh. Utopia is the other side of the galaxy to many ways. Yeah, both time and space. I think my favourite sequence in Hitchhikers is when Arthur's asking Ford how the universe will end, because he's trying to get his head around the restaurant at the end of the universe. And Ford spins this whole sort of, well, you know how the universe began? Not really. Oh, well. And he sort of spins this long tale about filming a conical bath full of sand backwards, watching all the sand go down the blowhole, and then feeding it into the projector. So that, yeah, and Arthur just says, well, so that's how the universe began. And Ford just says, no, but it's a great way to relax. It's very rare that you get a Shaggy Dog story in a sitcom, don't you think?
Docking request granted.
It is a shared love. Shared love. Yeah. I'm slightly upset by the film, I must admit, because the real joy of a lot of Douglas Adams' writing is that the jokes would build. And what they seem to do a lot in creating the screenplay is that they'd get rid of the second joke. So it'd be like one joke and then a joke that would follow on.
Landing gear deployed.
I think with the talking about feeding a Vogan's was it grandmother to the bug blatter beast of trial.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, BBC miniseries. BBC miniseries was lovely. In a way, I've got a fondness for the second radio series because it's, I don't know, it sort of becomes something else, doesn't it? So, as I understand it, they did the first series not expecting it to get recommissioned, and so you have that very definite ending. And then said it's like, oh no, we'd like 6 more, please. So they had to sort of get out of the corner they'd painted for themselves in a satisfying way. And then it just sort of, it became what it could have gone on to be. So they were sort of taking the second series as, oh, we've got a runner here. Fantastic. And of course they didn't have a runner because they didn't get commissioned for a third series. So you end up with this cliffhanger at the end of the second, and I don't know. Have you read Dirk Gently? I have read Dirk Gently a very long time ago. In fact, probably ready to reread them. Yet no, I've not seen any of the adaptations because when I was reading the books, when I was reading the books, I had a very clear image of Alfred Molina in the role as Dirk. So whenever anyone else has come along, naming no names, to play Dirk Gently, it's just kind of like, well, he's wrong. He's just wrong. And it's not, I'm not realistically waiting for them to cast Alfred Molina. Obviously, I would love for them to do that. And I think that, he's getting on a bit. I think he could still do it. Utgard. It's really just that, it's to Utgard. What does it tell me here? 2000, that's fine. Oh, let's not do that again. Kurtz, my favourite thing from Hitchhikers is the award for the most gratuitous use of the word X in a serious screenplay. That concept still makes you laugh. People trying to craft something that might win it. What that might sound like. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and it's almost obscured, that joke of it, because of what that particular word is. I would say it here, but it's a PG stream, so, didn't have anything else for it cut, did we? No. Yes. Alrighty. Just imagine a planet of mattresses flooping across the landscape. Yeah. Have you heard any of the later radio series? I didn't really get on with them, I must admit. Oh, we've already booked. Marvellous. Rather depressingly as well.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracting.
So I had an idea of who would have been perfect for the voice of the book for the later series. Because I think the wonderful thing about Peter Jones is that you never quite felt like he was in on the joke, He knew that, it's almost like somebody had given him the script saying, this is funny, and he's like, well, I'll take your word for it, but, so he could hit the jokes, but at the same time, it's kind of never sort of felt like he was really,
Frameshift drive charging.
really understanding what he was saying. I always thought Adam Buxton's dad would have been perfect. Would have carried that same sort of sense.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I just thought the tale of the ivory tusks was quite sad. Remind us, Lavian. I mean, I remember, of course, but some people in chat might not.
Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
I think we're all right. But the very same, was now sadly also not with us. And Peter Jones, of course, no stranger at all to comedy. The story goes that they're trying to get somebody. They're trying to cast somebody as the voice of the book. They were sort of sitting around trying to work out who, going through all these different people, coming in for readings and whatnot, and thinking, oh, it's just not right. And I think somebody ended up asking Douglas, well, what sort of voice should, what would be the perfect sort of voice? And Douglas said, I don't know, something sort of Peter Jonesy. And they just stared at him and went, oh, should we get Peter Jones? He's got a Peter Jones voice. Peter Jones. And that is what they did. I believe that's the story given in Neil Gaiman's book on him. Oh dear. Oh dear. Magic roundabouts all round. Well, that's not too bad actually. Where are you? There you are. Let's focus, shall we? Kubasov.
Docking request granted.
Thank you. I'm thanking me, Corvas. With the rolled up doormat dog. Yeah. At some point I want to have a look at some magic roundabouts in other languages. Because when we got them over here, we didn't have script or anything. It wasn't translated.
Landing gear deployed.
So the British magic roundabouts was a real dog. I think French, yes. Yeah. So the original English things. They were basically just somebody writing, having watched the episode and trying to decide what was going on and what people were saying to each other. So they're markedly different, I think. Here in the antipodes of the Commonwealth, we get a lot from Auntie Babe. Oh yes. In exchange for home and away and neighbours. Yeah. And sons and daughters? Sons and daughters. What was the other one? I want to say the Sylvanian family. That feels wrong in my mouth. Apparently there were 441 episodes. There were not. How could there be 441 episodes of Magic Roundabout? That's too many. There'd be nothing else. Everything would be Magic Roundabout episodes. God. Because in a way, we're brought back to Pingu, aren't we? Circumnavigated the whole translation issue by not being in a recognisable English language anyway. Curtains merely is reading Wikipedia. Well, you know, can be quite good on those things. All three of those are Australian, no thanks. Oh, you're New Zealander. So, Flight of the Conchords, which of course is American radio, English radio, and then American television. Dash. I suppose it's the Peter Jackson movies, you know, Bad Taste. And whatnot. Maybe we could be his French original plus English versions 1 plus English version 2 plus English version 3. No, that might have something there. What am I doing? Hang on. Something's awry. I landed at the wrong place. Looks like I have. You're being too scintillating, chat. That's what that was. Oh. Oh dear. I've done it again. How have I done that again? Oh dear. New Zealand is very high up on my places. Sheep and the hobbits, yes. Her mother ate my dog. That's a line from Bad Taste. I think not all of it. It's the response. So I think the only bit that's quotable. I'm really confused at how I did that. Never mind. Right. Okay. Whoa. I'll stop doing this eventually. It wasn't there, was it? No, we can't go back there, surely. No, I'm going to just not do it, I think. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Go on. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Yes, I am. Oh, phew. We're saved. Just can't work out where I'm supposed to drop them off. Which means I think we're going to have to scan the old nav beacon. Ah, problem solved.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
I've seen one of those before. How pretty. They put the Christmas lights up. Yes. Anyway, enough of that.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah. So what's your favourite thing about New Zealand then? the Labian. What's the best thing and the worst thing? Let's play best thing, worst thing. Yeah.
Cannot comply.
What? Ooh. Pop me scanner out.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hoping there is a nav beacon. There's always a nav beacon, isn't there? Sometimes it's compromised. It's always there. Oh. Ooh, look at that! I'm a midshipman! Hurrah! What's a midshipman? No idea. Worst thing in New Zealand, the politicians. Best thing in New Zealand, me. Sterling answer, Lavian. Sterling answer. It's interesting for me, from my sort of stunted English viewpoint, that when I think of New Zealand, basically I just think of the landscape. I've got very little purchase on any sort of urbanization at all. Just daft, really. Got to live somewhere. Genuinely, I think the closest I've got to it is this sort of little town that Bad Taste set in. Bad Taste, of course, is a sort of it's a film about a chap who lives with his overbearing mother, and his mother gets bitten by some sort of strange beastie. And a zombie plague ensues. Maybe answers in all seriousness, sir. I can't really answer as I've never been anywhere else, and thus have no frame of reference. It's very wise answer. How do you say so? Have you been in an earthquake? Ooh. Nope. Let's try this. Got to the chase. There you are. Planetary landing. Spiffing. Might just offer us, I don't know, time's a bit weird. See how we do. They've been quite a few, though I was at the other end of the country when the 2011 Christchurch one hit.
Frameshift drive charging.
We had an earthquake in Kent. A woman lose her arm. Pictures fell off walls. It was anarchy. We don't really do them. We can do them, apparently. Still getting over the fact that there are 3 volcanoes in the Netherlands. slight incomplete truth there. I've never felt one. M. Curtin's right, and I want to. Although I might regret wanting that if it happens. Yes, absolutely. I suppose one imagines, because one can only imagine, that it's that you're not necessarily knowing what's, whether you've got to the bad bit yet. Christchurch is where I was brought up, so I've been reluctant to visit it since the earthquake. So much has changed as it's to be rebuilt. It must be very strange here. Familiar and the unfamiliar, rubbing up against each other. Coming a little too fast there, never mind. Utgard. That's a sterling name. Utgard. My name is Hector Utgard. I'll write this down, this is good. Hector Utgard. Imagine if your house burned down while you're out. That's what it feels like. Yeah, no, I can imagine. I can imagine. Sort of sense of what actually makes a place in our minds as well. Which is, it's not a coordinate, is it? It was in there somewhere.
Orbital flight engaged.
We shall, of course, be raiding at the end of this. So, if you have a particular suggestion for a raidee, do let us know in chat. Still quite a distance away. So let's angle up a little. So as you know, the length of your glide is based on your altitude. You only break out of glide once you hit below a certain point. How about a Scorpius? Yes, a Scorpius. And 30% of the land can never be built on again, as my grandmother says at the time, which I enjoy. Absolutely.
South Cruiser, Tango, Hotel, Echo. Federal Flight Control requires that you request docking permission before approaching the port.
It's one of those situations, isn't it? Where, people say, well, you're very brave, and it's like, well, what's the alternative, really? You know, one can't just up sticks.
Access approved.
Return to the
You
Pavilion
are
of
go
Life.
to approach to pad 03.
Scan detected.
Yep. Right, first time, Jack.
Your approach is good, Commander. Do not adjust vector.
Landing gear deployed.
Hello, Neo 3006. Welcome to the stream. Nice shadow work there.
Contact. Ground crew have been dispatched. The system has been hit hard by famine, Commander.
Oh,
Any
dear.
donations you could make would be much appreciated.
See what I can do. Mission board.
Incoming message.
There we go. Ooh, just wish I could keep going. Okay, throwing those sorts of deals. Never mind. 46. Let's have a look at the big scores on the doors. Oh. Hello. Oh. Right. Let's see. Oh. Do this in my head. That is 1.7 million. 1.7 million. There we go. Well, Neo, firstly, I'm a real boy. Secondly, I'm using a head tracker, not actually VR. Yes. Haha. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. That's the truth of it. Now it's 9:56, so and we've got lots of thank yous to do tonight. Oh, Olavian? Yeah, as long as it's yeah, fine. Face camera for proof, obviously. Exactly. Yeah, here I am. Look, here I am. Ah. Yes, we've got no link blocking. So it should be cool. I've got some thank yous to do though, because we are reaching the end now. 9:57. Yeah. And what a thank-filled stream we have today. Yeah. So, a certain order. Let's see now. I would like to thank Bognogus for his raid. Fiddle of Gold, Chief Owens, Tuntarantula, KC, Michael Atkinson, Lavian, Flodin, Jormunda, Digital Dragon for the follows. Lovely people. Thank you to Pale Gringo for gifting that sub to the Lavian. Thank you, M. Curtains, for the lovely, what's the word? Moderation. I always stick on that word. It's very strange, very strange. Yes, do avail yourself of our Discord and other things. Now we're going to raid a Scorpius, I believe. That's the decision that we have made. Ooh, which means I want to be in that screen. Hang
And an upstanding real boy at that.
Oh, thank you for that last-minute bittage there, Merlin. Hang on, right. I'm losing it. Hang on. There we go. That's still muted. Bom, bom, bom. Lovely bit of admin here. I don't think I've thanked Steve Kirby yet, so I must remember to do that. Right. Here we go. Oh, yes. Got ya. Right. I'm glad I've done this, because I would have made a terrible error. Oh. Use. There we go. Yes, so, thank you again, one and all, for joining me tonight on this nonsense. And thank you, of course, to Steve Kirby for making me the man I am today. Yes. And so, until we meet again, fly safe, and I shall see you in the black. Right on the money.